We are live, people. Welcome back to the show. One of the things that I'm struggling with is how to sit in front of the camera and also have some eye candy in the background. It's tough. Okay. We are back. So Luke has been on a blitzkrieg of videos, as you've seen. The dude is just putting out a video every day, which is awesome, and he's certainly chronicling the making of the high roller, if he was smart, but he'll probably call it something else. Hey, it's up to him. It's his legacy, right? But yeah, he's making a video a day. There's been like 4 videos recently. I'm going to do my own blitzkrieg of promotional marketing when I feel the timing is right. It's not just any marketing plan. You know what I'm saying? So when the timing is right, I will certainly post the links to the videos that he's made. I will post links to the flyers, to the posters, which I created, which that was a good idea on Riley in Liverpool. Thank you, Riley. And we all appreciated your pub crawl, horse gambling video. That was cool, man. It's nice to see that Liverpool is still alive and kicking, even if the audience in the pub is a little, 50s, 60s crowd. That's okay. So we got Offset in London. Welcome, Offset. Topic of today's show. We got some different things to talk about here. Let's see. Okay, I'll tell you about a recent purchase. All right. So I was looking for an attenuator because, as you know, my main two are that Marshall and then this beast of a high watt back there. We got Mr. YDNA in the house. He wants us to talk about a very popular topic on his channel. Unfortunately, I'm not really into that topic over here, my man. We don't talk about that stuff here. But let's see here. So I wanted to get an attenuator for these beasts that YDNA himself in the chat helped me make, which in turn inspired the amp company Tracy Amps. You guys don't understand. Tracy Guns is a founding member of Guns N' Roses. And it was Mr. Lederman and myself doing our bastard class that inspired him to have that same relationship with Chris Benson up in Portland. From LA to Portland, they Zoom called. They figured out how to make the British 50, the same amp that YDNA and I made. And I'm telling you, if you're making the British 50 anytime in the past year, you are going to be watching the videos and you are going to be looking at the content that YDNA put out about the British 50, which, to his benefit, he changed Mojotone's own documentation on the amplifier. So hats off to YDNA. But yes, I was looking for an attenuator because I have these two beasts. So, and it's all connected. Check this out. All this stuff is connected. So I ordered direct from the website, paid through PayPal, a Fromel. This dude is in Seattle. John Fromel. The dude makes this is another person I'm talking about now, the John H. He makes the John H attenuator. Makes his own version of it. And the John H attenuator is open source. And you can find it by searching for passive attenuator, simple passive attenuator, and you can find the thread on the Marshall forums, which is like 300 pages long. So Fromel in Seattle, he makes his own version of it. It's called the Lotus. I know YDNA is a big fan of lotuses, of lotus flowers. I saw this thing and I thought, this is a product that was inspired from a long thread, okay, which is cool. I like that. And then it's got this lotus thing. I'm thinking, is this meant to be? Maybe this is just meant to be that I buy this attenuator from this guy. Well, 2 weeks ago, I put down the money, $325 for an 8-ohm version of the Fromel Lotus attenuator. He emailed me shortly after saying, hey, I just ran out of materials to build that. I should be able to send you one out in the next couple of days. Well, about 10 days later, I sent him back an email saying, hey man, haven't heard from you. How's it going? Didn't get a response. About 3 days later, sent him another email. Hey man, did that thing get shipped out? Didn't hear from him. About 2-3 days later, I sent him a message on the little chat widget on his website. I said, hey man, if that thing hasn't been sent out yet, just refund me. No hard feelings. It is what it is. And bam, the same email, so on and so forth, that I'd been sending these emails. Hey, what's up? You sent it out? That same email, I get one immediately saying, hey, I thought I messaged you and told you that that I was behind on that. Yours will be sent out in the next day or so. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm glad he messaged me, but he said the same thing 2 weeks ago. So then about an hour later, I get a full refund, and he says, hey, if you change your mind, I should have more soon. So that's how that went down. But while I'm in the midst of this thing, thank you for being here and hanging out with us and talking guitar stuff, guys. We've had a good little group of people here. It's been around 10 people. That's cool. Thank you. While I was being ignored by him, I was noticing, he's selling Sour Sound transformers. Who else is selling the Sour Sound transformers up there in the Pacific Northwest? Benson. I'm looking at this thing, I'm thinking, man, it hurts to be paying people that probably hate me and my gang money, right? And then I'm looking more at the Lotus, and every time you strike a chord, it flashes a blue light. Look, I like that the Lotus requires no power, it's passive. But yo, every time you fucking slap the string, it flashes blue. The whole fucking Lotus flashes blue. Look it up on YouTube, guys. If the viewership drops for 2 minutes because you're watching the Lotus flash blue, watch the Lotus flash blue. That is dumb. Okay? It would be different if it was just some small light, like an indicator light. Nah, this is like the whole thing is fucking. Oh my God. All right. So the Lotus, what I want and what I like about it, it's the John H. passive attenuator that's supposed to be the best attenuator out there. All right. I want that thing. What I don't like about it is that it's made by a dude who sells these like Hot Rod Deluxe and these fucking cheap PCB Fender amp upgrade kits where he gives you about $5 worth of components, charges $50 for it, and gives you a little. This is how to upgrade your piece of shit amp kit for some high school kid like I used to be, like you used to be, and that's not cool, man, because that's not where the tone's at. It's not chasing tone off of a fucking Hot Rod Deluxe, right? Can I get an amen? Oh, here's your $75 Pro Junior upgrade kit with $5 worth of parts that I'll mail you for only $75. Can I get an amen that is a bad business practice? Please. Hey, this is an interactive channel, and if you support the content, give me an amen, or I'll tell you to go. I'm waiting on that amen, and then I'll keep it going. Casey, thank you, man. All right. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so the reason why we're seeing only YDNA as a mod here is not because the rest of you are not part of the fucking mafia and everything. It's not like that. It's that I made everyone a mod for a while, and then Offset himself emailed me and said, hey, my messages weren't coming through the other night when I was typing in your chat. So I had to just release all the trolls. You know how it is, guys. So we're in that period. But yeah, let's see. Offset, you become a moderator again. Yeah. Well, hey, I know that a lot of people, including YDNA himself, accuse me of being a bad customer, of being an ungrateful bastard, all these things. Look, YDNA, you're the supreme mod here. Thank you for changing my life as a guitarist, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it changed a lot of other people's lives in the process, man. The content, it gave Tracy Guns, a founding member of Guns N' Roses, a new lease on life. You changed his motherfucking life, man. Imagine that. All right, back to the topic. Okay, so Frommel, Um, I, I got love for you too, homie. So Frommel, he refunded me while I was thinking about my Stockholm syndrome relationship here. You know, the dude rips people off that are in high school that have pro juniors, hot rod deluxes, looking to spend $75 to then buy $5 of components and then damage their amp and fucking lose hope in life, lose all faith in humanity in the process of getting ripped off. And then he's got the Sour Sound Transformers, which is also what Benson uses. It's a little gang up there in the Pacific Northwest of people that hate people like me and you in our gang. Yes, this is tribal. This is tribal warfare in the guitar communities, people. Come on. And you better be loyal to this tribe. But you're not going to get much purity testing on this channel like you will on YDNA's channel. He's going to purity test the hell out of you. I won't even survive in his world, even though I'm his biggest supporter. But it's all good. Okay, so then I'm left with, okay, I just got $325 refunded to my PayPal. What do I do in this situation? And I get paid a little bit of money on top of that. I'm thinking, all right, so I've got these beasts. I've got these beasts created by YDNA and then cosmetically fabricated and, fashion designed by Jack Lee Guitars. I'm thinking, what do I do? I was trying to buy that attenuator. Turned out the blinking blue light, the associations, the business model that he's had for the past 15 years of ripping the high school kids off, not feeling it. So what do I do now? Well, I'm looking out on the market. Dr. Z just dropped a new attenuator. All right. It's called, I don't know. His previous ones were like the brake light or like some sort of, it was like the dude from Trainwreck came up with an attenuator design and Dr. Z copied it and sold it for a long time. And he's got a new one out, but it's not going to be out for another couple months, and it's $300, and it doesn't have like multiple outputs. It's just like in and out and 3 clicks, and that's it. I kind of like that. I like that more than a flashing blue light. I'll tell you that much. But I don't know. And I also don't want to wait on it, right? So, speaking of purity tests, this might be the time that YDNA relinquishes me and castigates me to the pits of purgatory. So I said, fuck it. After watching video after video of, let's say, Boss tube amp expander, 2 notes reload 2, and then all the others, Palmer, Super Soaker, right? Supreme Soaker. I've had the Rivera Rock Crusher before. I've had the Fryette Power Station before. So after all this, I'm thinking, fuck. I didn't want to buy the blinking blue light of the dude who hangs out with a rival gang. I certainly don't want to end up buying the Wampler and the Friedman bad products that are coming out. That's what everybody's talking about, is the Wampler and Friedman bad products. All right. They say that they've made solid state with the use of AI into something that's non-distinguishable from tube. I'm very interested in that. I also don't want to look at my gear and see a name that hates me that's in a rival gang. Not into that. All right. So here's the big reveal, guys. I said, fuck it. And I bought another Fryette power station. No joke. And I got the power station and the ability to put it in my rack, like the power station fucking rack assembly thing. I got it all for $800 when it's usually $900 just for the power station. So I didn't buy it used either. I bought it from a big box retailer. So there we go. All right. So Andy says that I'm a trader, like Trader Joe's. That's a little bit different from traitor. But Andy, I'm not a traitor. I'm not a traitor at all, dude. I am YDNA for life. Here's the thing. Would you have rather me bought a 2 notes Reload 2 solid state version? Or would you have rather had me wait a couple more months for the Friedman or the Wampler? Or I'm sorry, not the Wampler. The Wampler would just be to amplify my pedals. Would you rather have me wait for the Friedman in a couple months? I got the power station for $800. Andy. Okay, and here's another thing. The KSR. KSR will not ship to me, and they charge $100 taxes on top of whatever it is, and it's just not an option. I would prefer to buy KSR over Fryette. I would. And I would also prefer to buy YDNA over Fryette. Absolutely. Absolutely. But this isn't like a one-off product. This is a production product that you got to figure all these different things out, man. So I'm not going to drop it on you and say, Andy, I'm going to give you $1,000 and you're going to make me a better version of the power station. Bro, I don't want you to be put into... If you think I should have asked you, I got you on that. But that's like saying, Andy, just make me a better Boss Katana. Just to rub it in the face, asking you would be kind of like rubbing it in the face, dude. Saying, hey, Andy, can I give you $1,000 and you make me something that's better than... Okay, Andy, here's what I will offer you. I will grant you this opportunity right now. And I want you to know that I'm grateful for being a customer of YDNA and for knowing you. And I'm glad that I was there in the early days of your channel. And hey, dude, I care about you. Okay. What I would like from you is to make that John H attenuator in just 8 ohm. You can have all the extras on the back. No, just an 8 ohm John H style attenuator in the way that you would make it. And I was willing to give Frommel 325 for all these other options. I'll give you 350 and you make it simple without 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 16, 8, blah, blah, blah. You make it simple. And I'll give you 350 for that simple attenuator. And that also gives you some content. So that John H design, I've got some images of how it's all mapped out. For you, 350. Okay. No, Andy. So I was willing to give. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen it here. Mr. Lederman is saying that attenuation is a scam, and it can all be deduced to this $17 product on Parts Express. Well, I am not somebody that can get into a technical discussion about this Y-DNA. But I will tell you that right now in the guitar market, this is the hot topic. This is absolutely the hot topic. This Casey Huntington, you're the first person blocked since I released all the trolls because you're one of them. And I'm not mad at Y-DNA. Y-DNA is my tonal savior. Okay. And I ask Y-DNA to pray with me right now. Grant us glorious tone. Amen. Okay, back to the show. So that's what Dumble used. The Dumbleator cost $10,000 for a few parts. That sounds like another one of Dumble's big secrets. How he gets all this money. It's not just making a slight mod on a Fender and gooping it and saying, oh yeah, it's all different under there. I work my magic. But it's also this Dumbleator thing being so simple. Interesting. So, Y-DNA, I grant you the gift of content. Right now, this is the hot topic. We got the 2 Notes Reload 2. You plug your amp in, loads it up. It has 200-watt solid state power amps. It'll send it out to cabs. You've got the Frat power station that's been around for 10 years. You've got coming soon the Friedman IR load, which is largely a ripoff of the 2 Notes Reload 2. which says a lot about Bad and Friedman. Okay, check this out. I'm going to say something that's important. It says a lot about Bad and Friedman because Two Notes, which is a French company, it's a bunch of French guys, Italian guys, British guys. It's a Euro company. They thought, okay, let's do artist type stuff. Let's bring some name brand stuff in. So they let Friedman come in to do Friedman cabs, Friedman amp, as part of their software thing. So they let him in a couple years ago. Well, what does he do? Now he's releasing a product that's just an update of a product they released 1 year ago. And this is their like flagship fucking hardware product. So I bet they're thinking, shit, we shouldn't have let this guy see everything out here. We shouldn't have flown him out and set him up in a hotel and all this stuff. Right? Man, if they still have to pay him some like royalties or whatever the fuck the agreement is at this point, I bet those guys are pissed, right? So YDNA says all attenuation is L-pads. I don't know about this topic, but I implore YDNA to take the gift of content that I've just granted and run with it and talk about this this market of products that's really at the top of the tube guitar users list right now. This is what people are buying. They're buying attenuators. They're buying these all-in-one load boxes, IR loaders. But this is where people are looking at right now on the market. I guarantee you. So check that out. Changing topics. Okay, so I picked up that amazing, beautiful Marshall from Jack Lee and handed over my Area Pro 2 83 to 86, somewhere in there. 3 of them. I handed over 3 of those and I said, buddy, it ain't got to be perfect, but pimp my ride. Right? I said, pimp my ride. I don't want refrets on all of them. I don't want you to. I gave him some specific tasks, but just said, look, these are pretty good the way they are, but let's make these better. One of them is going to get new frets, but they're all going to get better. Okay, so that's that topic, and those are great guitars. I'll look forward to displaying those for you soon when I get them back from Jack Lee. I'm going to bring up another topic that might alienate me from YDNA. Okay? YDNA just posted a link to the Seriatone Dumbleator. I'm guessing that's what he posted. So the Dumbleator is very simple but costly design. Okay, so this next topic might get me in trouble with YDNA, and I hope it doesn't, because I truly love the man. He's upgraded my life as a guitar player, and I hope I've upgraded his in some ways too. Some of those get overlooked, but that's okay. All right, next topic. I bought a Squier Strat, a Squier Affinity Strat this week. And why did I buy a Squier Affinity Strat? Well, I'll tell you why. So I live in a community of people that are coming and going. And it's been a while. It's been a while since I've perused and kept an eye on the buy and sell Facebook pages in the community that I'm living in. All right. But I saw something that caught my eye about a week ago in this Squire Strat. And what was it? Has anything caught your eye yet? What might be going on with this Squire Strat? Does it look just like a regular Squire Strat? There is the second person to leave the channel. Goodbye. Does it look like a regular Squire Strat? What do you think? Do you notice anything? I'm being tough on you because the photos that I saw, they had a regular, like maybe 5 photos on a Facebook listing. Okay, I will show you what's different about this. What's that up there? What are those? What are those? All right. So we've got GraphTech ratio tuners. We've got GraphTech string trees. We've got GraphTech saddles. And you know what else we have? This is the big reveal. Are you guys ready for this? You guys are like, all right, so whatever. You know how much an aftermarket pickguard, a loaded pickguard is with Custom Shop Texas Special pickups is? It's $380 fucking dollars. I bought this whole thing for $100. Look, you can hate me now, but I won't stop now. All right? And it is sweet. It is sweet. So what did I do when I had that? Well, I've got this one, and then I've got a Charvel DK22. All right? And I don't want this body, this neck. I want the hardware off this thing. The Charvel DK22, that's, I don't know, $1,000 new. I bought it for like $600 on Reverb because it had a break on the headstock in this area. This is like 2 years ago. This is like 3 years ago. So they're like, look, we're a certified Fender dealer. We have good people working on this thing. We glued it back together. It's good, but we're selling at half price. I was like, say no more. Click. Got the guitar. Sounds like shit. Spent all this money getting pickups, getting this and that. Sounds like shit. So I'm going to take the hardware off of this fucker. I'm going to take the hardware off that Charvel that never sounded good. And I'm going to put it on a Warmouth neck and body that I bought a couple days ago. And I'm going to give all that to Jack Lee Guitars. And we'll see. It is rolling the dice when you're putting together a guitar like this. I don't know what they're going to send me, but I'm willing to take the risk. And I'll show you guys what happens during the process. And then I'm giving it to Andy Lederman. You know what? Jack Lee's got a lot of students, a lot of kids. I told him, you take the body and the neck off this, give it to the kids. You take the body and the neck off that Charvel, give it to the kids. Like, put in cheap stuff and make it work, and give it to the students. If it's better than what they have. No, the reason why I'm not giving Lederman something is because it would be cruel to send him that Charvel that has a Goto 510 bridge, that has Seymour Duncan SSL pickups, and a Billy Gibbons bridge single coil size humbucker pickup, and is a $1,200 guitar stock. And then the thing fucking doesn't sound good at all. I'm not going to send you something that's cursed, dude. If I sent you a cursed guitar, that would be cruel. Okay? And the one that you got that you don't like, that should already be in Luke's possession. Okay? That should already be in Luke's possession. That 335 Eastman guitar. Just send it to Luke. Get it the fuck out of your way. If that thing just doesn't speak to you at all, it spoke to him. Fucking pass him the cursed object. Do not hang on to the monkey's paw. Get it out of your way. Life is too short for stress. I do not want to send you something that's subpar, dude. I've never touched that 335 copy. I've never touched it. Yuki had it the whole time. He probably, in Irvine, in his apartment, he probably kept the door open the whole time and kept the guitar on a stand by the door, and it was just sucking up fucking all the fucking moisture. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. Also, it was supposed to have Seth Lover PAFs, and you and Luke both say the pickups are way too hot, which doesn't make any sense to me. Look, I don't know anything about that guitar. But yeah, I have two guitars that I'm just going to pass on and say, hey, I'm giving it to the kids. Jackie will figure it out. He'll outfit them with stuff he has hanging around. if he wants me to get some Chinese stuff, Chinese pickups and stuff, Guitar Fetish or Amazon, I'll hook him up. But yeah, this guitar, I don't know what it is about people in the military that are coming and going, but they think, okay, so I'm moving, so I just need to give all my stuff away, and sell all my stuff. No, they ship it to the next place for free, dude. So you spent $250 on this piece of shit Squire Strat. It's actually not a piece of shit. It's an okay beginner's guitar. All right, and then you spend 125 on new tuners, 30 on string trees, 45 or 50 on saddles, and 380 on a pickguard, and you sell it to me for $100? I don't know what kind of thought process you got going on in your head is. I don't know about that at all. I'm going to take a break, and I'd like this time to be a time when we have two members that are at odds here in the chat. I'd like you guys to come to an agreement, whether it's we'll never talk to each other again, or whether it's let's make a truce, or I don't know. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and I'd like to let you guys figure out how your relationship is going to look going forward. Okay. Hey, are you guys sorting out your differences? Wow. Jack Lee got a job to replicate an old BC Rich guitar. That is fucking amazing. Okay, I just reviewed the messages. Okay, so we're back. Okay, so BC Rich, man. Um, so what are our immediate thoughts when we hear BC Rich? Are we thinking Joe Perry, Aerosmith Live? You guys buy that CD? Yeah, BC Rich, Joe Perry, for sure. Who are the other BC Rich? Then it goes to BC Rich just as a style thing when it becomes BC Rich Lippy Sinks um, in Too Young to Fall in Love music video. And then it becomes BC Rich just as a style thing in as Wasp, um, Blackie Lawless, Wasp. But when BC Rich was like a custom shop, expert guitar builder type thing, that was the BC Riches that were like Joe Perry, late 70s. Some were 12 strings, some were 6 and 12 string, double, like a Jimmy Page type thing, but with BC Rich layout. Um, hmm. BC Rich is a cool brand, dude. So people have tried to bring BC Rich back. Okay, there's also the 80s and the late 80s version of BC Rich. Um, there was like Warrant was playing them. You know, there's some big bands in the late 80s playing them. Uh, they tried to bring them back, and all those motherfuckers on Sweetwater are discounted like $3,000 off. It's like original price 5,500. You can buy yours today for 2750, and it's like a bolt-on Strat, right? So they've got these massive problems with whatever is going on with BC Rich. I don't know. Um, Phil McKnight, he's done a lot about that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Hmm. YDNA is making me an amp I can't handle. Interesting. Let me tell you about tone, young man. No, you know who we should be doing amp stuff for or sending guitars to? It's that Issa guy. He's really talented, man. That Issa. Is he in Chicago? I'm not sure where he's at. That dude's talented. If he wins Luke's amp giveaway, don't blame me. Right now, you probably think that I'm going to win. But if Issa wins, I had nothing to do with it. Well, in my closing thoughts, Riley's pub crawl video was really cool. Most people in America think that England and Europe are just cooked and do not have any other culture left. It was cool just to see, like, this is what the streets of Liverpool look like. That's cool. Oh yeah, I better start playing in C tuning. I got a guitar for that. I got a Balaguer for that, man. I can give you my best Kyle Bull, right? No, but it was cool to see Riley go out there and look at the horse betting people and go into the bars and see what's still out there. It looks good. It looks like what we'd like Liverpool to look like. That's cool. I would rather live there than, well, I don't want to say that. It's tough, man, because I live out here, right? I'm in Korea. A couple weeks ago, I couldn't fucking turn my car key in the thing, right? In the console, in the tube where there's different pieces that fall around the key size and everything. Couldn't turn it. And they can't figure it out either. So I needed to get a new car. But thankfully, because they make new cars here, it's just, you spend $1,500 and there's a car from 2010 that's perfectly nice and stable that you can have. I'm really spoiled in a lot of ways out here. Cars, restaurants, that's a big, those are big, yeah. Okay, so for what's coming on this channel is it's just going to be better quality, because instead of this cell phone that you're looking at the camera, yeah, I'm going to be using a better webcam. All right, and maybe I can save you some money. All right, so for the gamers out there, for the video gaming live streamer channels, they have their own set of cameras that they're tuned into. But if you're like 40 to 60 years old, I'm almost in that camp, and you're a guitar player and you're like searching around on Google, what camera should I use for still streaming? It's going to tell you, oh, you should buy like a fucking $1,200 camera and just have it mounted there on your desk. So the Brio Pro, that's a big company. What is that? Linotech? What is it called? Logitech Brio Pro. So I went with Razer. Okay, I went with Razer instead of Logitech Brio Pro because I think laser will do better for low lighting. And what we got here is low lighting. Um, this is not a Hollywood set, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, yeah. So Logitech Brio Pro, that's cool, but I'm going with Razer. I'm going with fucking gamer tech because those 15-year-old gamers have better video quality than 45-year-old guitar buffoons, right? So spend 150 bucks on Razer, and the Logitech right now, it's 170 bucks on Amazon if you want to buy it. The Brio Pro, it's on sale. But yeah, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to be streaming off the fucking laptop instead of the phone. And there's going to be better visuals in the room, and probably better microphone also. But when I really want to get down to it, when I do sound captures of the amps, when I say capture, I'm not talking about making it into a digital modeling thing. When I capture things, it's I put a microphone on it, and you have a better sound source than if somebody's just giving you a fucking cell phone video, which is most of the people in our community. Oh, I will get OBS. I'll try to figure that out, but 150 bucks my ass. What are you talking about? Right now on Amazon, Logitech Brio is $170. What is 1,600 bucks? Look, I don't want to click the link because it'll take me off the stream. You tell me, motherfucker. And Riley, we have each other's email. Hit me up, man. Let's find a way to talk more besides just email. Oh, yeah, I don't want to spend 1,600 bucks, man. The Logitech Brio that most people buy is on Amazon right now for 170 because it's 15% off of 199. I don't know what to tell you. But Mr. Lederman, you use your cell phone for videos. So maybe this isn't the best topic to engage in. Okay. Thank you for your advice there. So the main topic I think you might have brought up is horizontal versus vertical. You're saying that if I use a webcam and I go horizontal, that no one will be watching my channel, and it will be delegated to the abysmal pits of purgatory on YouTube. Interesting. Well, if it'll give me better quality, maybe that's what I want, because I'd rather give the few people a better experience than try to get a bigger channel. Well, look, people, with Riley, yeah, Riley says, no one watches anyway. Hey, Riley, please send me an email with your contact so we can talk on, WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or whatever. Yeah, I'd rather have better quality, Andy. Yeah. Even if it's not promoted through the algorithm. Well, I'll try to bring you some cool content soon from Jack Lee's guitar studio. He's modding those guitars. I'll bring you some good stuff soon. Oh, so here we go. John, listen. The lighting thing is going to look better when I have a better camera. I think the message you sent me, you said, John, listen, and then something or other in. That something or other became the Brio Pro CC is a fucking vacuum cleaner ass. Hey man, you've got a way to contact me. I don't really understand what you're trying to say here. But let's just end this here. Thanks for hanging out, and we will talk more in the future.